Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 4 Principles of Inheritance and Variation. In that, we are going to discuss rhesus or RH factor. So, the RH factor or RH antigen is found on the surface of erythrocytes. The RH factor, it is a type of blood, RH blood type. The RH blood type is named after the rhesus monkey, first discovered in 1937 by Carl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Wiener. The serum that led to the discovery of RH was produced by immunizing the rabbits with red blood cells from a rhesus macaque. What does RH refers to? RH is the most important blood group system after ABO in transfusion medicine. One of the most complex of all RBC blood group system with more than 50 different RH antigens. The genetics, nomenclature and antigenic interactions are unsettled. There are two genes RHD and RHCE. Let me pass on the discovery of RH factor. The rhesus blood type, named after the rhesus monkey, was first discovered in 1937 by Carl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Wiener. The significance of the discovery was not immediately apparent and was only realized in 1940 after subsequent findings by Philip Levin and Rufus Stetson. The serum that led to the discovery was produced by immunizing rabbits with red blood cells from a rhesus macaque. The antigen that induced this immunization was designated by them as RH factor to indicate that rhesus blood had been used for the production of the serum. The term RH factor refers to immunogenic D antigen of the RH blood group system. An individual having D antigen are RH D positive and those without D antigen are RH D negative. So RH positive, RH negative. What is RH positive? Individual having D antigen are RH positive. Those without D antigen are RH negative. Rhesus factor in the blood is inherited as a dominant trait. Naturally occurring anti-D antibodies are absent in the plasma of any normal individual. However, if an RH negative person is exposed to RH positive blood cells, for the first time, anti-D antibodies are formed in the blood of that individual. On the other hand, when an RH positive person receives RH negative blood, no effect is seen. So, individual either have or do not have the rhesus factor or RHD antigen on the surface of their red blood cells. This is usually indicated by RHD positive or RHD negative suffixed to the ABO blood type. The rhesus system is named after the rhesus macaque following experiment by Carl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Wiener. Next, let me pass on genetic control of RH factor. Fisher and Ray's hypothesis. RH factor involves three different pairs of alleles located on three different closely linked loci on the chromosome pair. This system is more commonly in use today. and uses the CDE nomenclature. Just see the picture. Capital C or small c, capital D or small d, capital E or small e. So, three pairs of Rh allele occur at three different loci on homologous chromosome pair. This possible genotype will be one capital C or small c, one capital D or small d, one capital E or small e from each chromosome. For example, capital C, capital D, capital E, small c, small d, small e. Another combination, capital C, small d, capital E, small c, capital D, small e. Next, small c, small d, small e, small c, small d, small e. So next, capital C, capital D, small e, capital C, small d, capital E, etc. All genotypes carrying the dominant D allele will produce Rh positive phenotype. And double recessive genotype small d will give rise to Rh negative phenotype. So Rh inheritance is controlled by three closely linked loci on each chromosome of a homologous pair. Each locus has its own set of allele, which are capital D small d, capital C small c, and capital E small e. The D gene is dominant to the small d gene, but capital C small c and capital E small e are codominant. The three loci are so closely linked that crossing over does not occur, and the three genes on one chromosome are always inherited together. So this is Fisher and Ray's hypothesis regarding the genetic control of Rh factor. So next, Wiener hypothesis. Wiener proposed the existence of 8 alleles at a single Rh locus. All genotype carrying a dominant capital R allele will produce Rh positive phenotype, and double recessive genotype will give rise to Rh negative phenotype. So Wiener further theorized that 8 major genes led to different combination of antigen D, C, E, C, E. So all genotype carrying a dominant capital R allele will produce Rh positive phenotype. Double recessive genotype will give rise to Rh negative phenotype. Next, incompatibility of Rh factor, erythroblastosis fetalis. Rh incompatibility has great significance in childbirth. If a woman is Rh negative and the man is Rh positive, now the fetus may be Rh positive, having inherited the factor from the father. The Rh negative mother becomes sensitized by carrying Rh positive fetus within her body. Due to damage of blood vessels during childbirth, the mother's immune system recognizes the Rh antigens and gets sensitized. The sensitized mother produces Rh antibodies. The antibodies are IgG type, which are small and can cross placenta and enter the fetal circulation. By the time the mother gets sensitized and produce anti-D antibodies, the child is delivered. Rh incompatibility does not affect person's health condition, but it can raise the problem during pregnancy. So usually no effects are associated with exposure of the mother to Rh positive antigen during the first childbirth. Subsequent Rh positive children carried by the same mother may be exposed to antibodies produced by the mother against Rh antigen, which are carried across the placenta into the fetal blood circulation. This causes hemolysis of fetal RBCs, resulting in hemolytic jaundice and anemia. This condition is known as erythroblastosis fetalis or hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. So, what is Rhesus disease? Rhesus disease is caused by a baby inheriting RHD positive blood while its mother has RHD negative blood. The mother's white blood cell will naturally attack the baby's RHD positive cells. RHD positive blood cells need to be injected into the umbilical cord to replace the baby's blood cells that have been destroyed by the mother. So, this is Rh disease, and it leads to hemolysis of fetal RBCs, resulting in hemolytic jaundice and anemia. This condition is known as erythroblastosis fetalis or hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. Now, the signs and symptoms of erythroblastosis fetalis. Kernicterus is nothing but brain damage, hemolytic anemia, jaundice. Prevention of erythroblastosis fetalis. If the mother is Rh negative and the fetus is Rh positive, anti-D antibodies should be administered to the mother at 28th and 34th week of gestation as a prophylactic measure. If the Rh negative mother delivers Rh positive child, then anti-D antibodies should be administered to the mother soon after delivery. This develops passive immunity and prevents the formation of anti-D antibodies in the mother's blood by destroying the Rh fetal RBC before the mother's immune system is sensitized. This has to be done whenever the woman attains pregnancy. So, prevention of Rh incompatibility, premarital counseling, proper matching of blood in transfusion, particularly in women before childbearing. Blood grouping must for every woman before first pregnancy. On exposure to Rh positive blood, anti-Rh immunoglobulin should be given as early as possible. Proper management of unsensitized Rh negative pregnancies. So, what about the treatment of erythroblastosis fetalis? Exchange transfusion. 400 ml of Rh negative blood is infused over a period of 1.5 or more hours, while the neonate's own Rh positive blood is being removed. This is done several times to keep bilirubin level low and prevents kernicterus, that is brain damage. By the time these transfused Rh negative cells are replaced by infant's own Rh positive cells, anti-Rh antibodies. Erythroblastosis fetalis. Death is very common. Permanent mental impairment if the baby survives. Damaged motor area of brain due to precipitation of bilirubin in neurons. Exchange transfusion with Rh blood just after birth is the only treatment. Prevention, injection of anti-D antibody to Rh mother in the first gestation after delivery for immediate destruction of Rh positive cells of the baby. So far we discussed Rh factor. genetic control of Rh factor, incompatibility of Rh factor, erythroblastosis fetalis, and the prevention of erythroblastosis fetalis. That's all about today's class. Thank you.